What up, everybody? Shogun back again. I want to apologize. I know that by y'all seeing that this is the review and what day it's coming out, it's actually a couple days later than what the manga basically came out. Cause I guess manga stream actually had One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. All three of them came out like Tuesday afternoon or whatever. So I unfortunately wasn't able to read them on Tuesday because I had some stuff to do. I did read them on Wednesday, but I wasn't able to make a video. But sorry for the delay, fellas. I'm gonna try if they start coming out earlier, like they are now. I'll probably be trying to make my videos earlier as well. I've been planning to do them on Thursdays because I had the time, but I can slip them in like possibly Wednesday or Tuesday or so if they keep coming out this early. So we'll definitely have to see. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Just caught me off guard. Like they rarely come out on fucking Tuesdays and shit. Who would have expected that? But as we jump in here, chapter 603, keep it in your heart. And basically on the first page we got Sanji with a bunch of squirrels. This is also another request that Oda has taken, and it is Sanji and some cute squirrels make a pie together. So it's pretty cute. Looks like it's an apple pie from one of the squirrels in the back cutting an apple up. So that's cool. Yeah, I think he'll probably have a requested one for each character. It looks like they're gonna do, and then maybe he's gonna go back to his. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely have to see. So, uh, it starts off back in Shabudi Archipelago, and basically, they're showing fucking the fucking new pirates. I forgot his name all fucking ready. Caribou, and he's basically pissed at the fake straw hats, and they're all like, we'll do anything, just don't kill us. And then he's all like, you understand that we were gonna join the straw hats, so when we join them we kill their hearts from the inside, so they basically kill them in their sleeps or whatever. So yeah, there's some ruthless people, and he's fucking Caribou's fucking pissed, and he fucking grabs Sanji and lifts him up, and it looks like, I don't know what that is, but it looks like he's a Logia user. And I don't know, some people are speculating it, maybe it's like cement or mud or glue, what people were saying. And that'll definitely be interesting if it's glue. That'll definitely be a cool one, I think, because everybody knows the whole saying, rubber doesn't, I mean, glue doesn't sticks to rubber, or whatever the fuck, rubber sticks to glue, whatever the fuck. So that'll definitely be an interesting one. I don't know if it's gonna be mud though, because they don't show like the style doesn't show, like it's just all white, like it doesn't show like the dirt. But basically, jump back in here, the fake Usopp's like, hey, stop it. He tries to shoot at Caribou, and basically the cannonball just goes inside of his fucking stomach. So it like just goes right in him like gel or some shit. And they're surprised they got Logia, and he's basically telling his brother to dig, and he's like, oh, I don't want to dig. And he's like, dig up the burials for the bodies, right? So he looks pretty obsessed. Also, a lot of people think it might be dirt or mud too, because it's kind of how he's always obsessed with digging up fucking tombs for people and shit like that. So maybe that's true too. So he's like, I want to find the straw hats with my own eyes, and because he heard that they were here, as well. So it goes back to we go back here to Grove 46, where the fake straw hats were having their meeting point, and they're basically showing Sentomaru talking on the intercom, saying, like, there's nothing I could do. Like, what'd you want me to do? Like, we came to stop them, and fucking Dark King showed up. Like, he was like, Dark King was able to fucking go toe to toe. Like, he was able to body Kizaru. So how do you expect me to fucking step in front of the Dark King? Like, you just don't expect shit like that. I find it funny too how it's just like they're letting Rayleigh just run fucking Shadow Archipelago, because remember, people were looking for him at first, and now he showed up once again to fuck and to fuck up all the Marines, and he just goes back to regular old life on Shadow Archipelago. So it's like he's basically just running that place. Like, he's so strong that the Marines don't even really care. But yeah, Sentamaru is basically talking on the intercom, and he's telling them that how he destroyed two of the old PX versions, so there may be new ones. And he's like, they definitely stepped up, like they're a whole new level. You know, he's telling the headquarters through an intel, and we get to Rayleigh, who's chilling here with Shaky, and they're basically talking about Luffy and everything, and uh, he was like, "Oh, you were watching as I was talking." And she was like, "Of course, I'm fan of theirs. They've definitely stepped up and everything like that." And Rayleigh's all sad. Then they jump into a flashback here, which is a really cool flashback. They got a Rayleigh basically pulling up in a little ship, and there's a guy waving like hey, that's a nice ship. And he's like, yeah, I stole it because I lost my house. I don't have I don't have anywhere else. And they show a picture of a guy with a straw hat and like the same smile as Luffy, and it basically looks exactly like Luffy. And he's like, I'm Roger. How about overturning the world together with me? This is a fateful meeting, right? And Rayleigh's basically like, who the hell are you? So that's definitely something big that they didn't announce. Roger had the hat at first, which people are thinking maybe Roger received it from someone else, but I guess they're basically trying to say that Roger gave the hat to Shanks, and then Shanks gave the hat to Luffy. So that's definitely a big twist. It's pretty crazy. I wonder who gave the hat to Roger, if somebody did, or if he was the original person who got it. But yeah, dude, that's definitely cool, and he looks exactly like Luffy too. So it's like basically fate, or basically destiny. They're trying to explain here, you know. And so we basically get to under the sea, and we're down here in under Shoudi Archipelago, as everybody's admiring it, and there's all these fish fucking swimming around, and Robin's like, oh, look how far away the surface is, and how Frankie is. He's like, a superb view, and Chopper's like, oh, we're sinking, we're sinking. So Chopper still as scared as ever, and everybody's just admiring the whole undersea place, and as they're swimming by, they get to the big ass things that look like trees, but they're actually roots under the big trees in Saudi Archipelago. That's just how big the fucking trees are, and everybody's all admiring, and everybody's like, "Whoa, I can't believe this!" And then Zoro's standing there like, I've seen this already. And then Sanji gets all pissed, and he's like, yeah, when you got on the wrong ship, shut up, people are getting deeply moved here. Yeah, so that's pretty funny that they're still going through that. And as Luffy's looking at fish, and he's like, oh my god, there looks like a real good fish, and he fucking jumps on the coated bubble, and he's like squeezing it, like trying to fucking get through the bubble and shit like that. And Zoro's like, oh, there's a tasty one over here too, and he pulls out his sword like he's getting ready to cut the fucking fish through the bubble. And, and fucking Chopper and Usopp fucking hit both of them in the head and knock them out. And just the comedy, and they're like, "Will you guys knock it off, huh?" Like, just like old times, man, which is great. So Sanji basically asked Nami, he's like, "Could you go through the list of things about the coding before we're all dead because of these guys?" And then she's like, "Sir, sure, Sanji." And she's like, "Let me explain." And as she says that, she moves, and I guess like her boobs shake or whatever. And then Sanji's like, "Oh, she moved!" And then fucking crazy ass rocket nosebleed into the fucking bubble, and he's like, oh my god. And he's like, as he's hitting the bubble, he's like, the nosebleed is actually pushing it back, and he starts getting ready to pop the bubble, and everybody's like, oh shit, he's about to pop the bubble, and he just pops out like boop. And then they're like, oh no. And Luffy stretches out his arm and grabs Sanji and pulls him back in. And is Sanji's laying on the ground, like fucking splitting water with hearts out of it, like fucking a little puddle or whatever. And they're basically explaining how the ship works, and it's basically in the coded ship, things can come out like one at a time. Basically, like if it's just one thing being pushed out, it'll actually just pop right out. But if something has too many holes, like if something bites it, or if their ship hits like a current, not a current, but a like a rock or something tough or something like that, and like rips it, it'll basically make the whole bubble pop and they'll all drown underwater, obviously. So that's pretty cool. They basically made that because they knew that Sea Kings would be down there and stuff, so they'd be able to shoot cannonballs out in order to hit them, so they'd be safe and stuff like that. So that's definitely a cool thing. And as she's explaining it, yeah, and then as she's explaining it, fucking, she reads at the very end, and she's like, 70% of all ships that head for Fisherman Island sink before reaching their destination, so be careful. And and then fucking Usopp and Chopper's like, oh my god, what's going to happen? So they're still the same as ever. So Luffy and fucking Zoro are still fucking idiots, and they try doing the same thing again. Because that's how Usopp and Zoro are. And then Luffy fucking remembers that he brought all of his lunchbacks. He's like, "Oh, let's eat out of my lunchbox. I don't know why I'm thinking about fish when I have all these lunchboxes here." And then Frankie's basically getting ready to tell everybody. He's like, "Guys, I need to tell everybody something." And then Usopp and Chopper's like, "A robot secret," and then he's like, "No, unfortunately, that is negative Roboto." So maybe that's another joke that they're gonna always have in for Frankie now, since he's super. But coming into this part, this is probably the biggest part in this chapter. They jump in here with Frankie basically telling everybody how the ship was still good after all these years, and he tells everybody that Bartholomew Kuma, one of the Shichibukai, was actually a rebel, and he was part of the revolutionary. And he was shocked that when he came to Shaudi Archipelago, that in front of the Thousand Sunny, he was waiting there, and he's all beat up and destroyed, like 2 years of battle and everything. And his job was to protect the Thousand Sunny for the years, which is just crazy. And it's pretty crazy. Like he's really beat up, and as uh, you know, uh, Frankie thinks he's like somebody who's trying to like trying to attack him again, and he's like, mission complete, and he gets up, and he starts walking away. And they basically show that when he was talking to Rayleigh, he was telling them, "I'm an officer from the Revolutionary Army. Um, I have a bond, and I'm gonna let these pirates escape and everything like that." So that's definitely pretty epic that Kuma did that. Kuma was definitely a cool dude, because I know you guys remember when he put Zoro through the test where he had the bubble, and then he made the big ass one and had Zoro step through it to test his might, and then Zoro's still standing there like the next day fucking with the blood. That's really crazy. He's basically explaining more on what happened about that, where Vegapunk was basically making him modifying him to become a complete cyborg, and before that he only had one mission left, and that was to do that. And you see Robin in the background saying Kuma, so there might be something she knows, since she was with the Revolution for a couple years as well. So that's definitely something crazy. And they're like, we don't know why he would do that, because maybe because Luffy's dad and stuff like that, and that's what Luffy's saying as well. And then they're like, there's no mistaking it. We really owe this man, like a great debt. And as they're basically saying that, you see the ship coming up from behind as they're talking, and who could it be but the bullshit Caribou pirates? And here they come, and let's see if they're gonna be able to battle with the Straw Hats. I doubt it. That's how the page ends. I definitely hope that they get destroyed really quick, because I don't. I mean, that's not that I don't like them. I just don't expect them to be too far in this series. I hope they're not. but it's definitely gonna be good. So this was another review, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna definitely try to keep them coming earlier. Please subscribe. Rate. Do whatever you do, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.